The reason why we built FOPSCO is to unite the Filipino online professionals industry, to also promote collaboration with each other, and of course, we wanted to help produce skilled online professionals, specialists, and of course, leaders.
We've created FOPSCO with a vision to become an organization that supports all Filipino online professionals to be successful in their online careers and businesses, regardless of their affiliations.
I joined FOPSCO because as an online professional who's working at the comfort of my home, I needed other individual can share with me on this freelancing journey.
The reason why we have built the Filipino Online Professional FOPSCO Academy is to help DICT graduates, aspirant freelancers, and this is also to help them develop, explore, and acquire new skills when it comes to online professional industry.
Ang paglambo o kalampusan sa usa ka organisasyon nagadepende sa kalidad sa mga miyembro o mga lideres niini. Ang FOPSCO dili lang adunay maanindot kayo nga advokasya o misyon na matabangan kitang tanang mga online professionals na magkahiusa, mulambo o mutubo kita sa atong pagpanarbaho o pagnegosyo online.
FOPSCO for me is a digital opportunity for me to develop and share my skills.
I joined FOPSCO as one of the founding members because I knew FOPSCO is going to be backed by other veteran online professionals and freelancers, thereby having an experienced, solid, and passionate founding members that we have today.
I joined FOPSCO because the vision of the co-op aligns with my personal vision to provide much-needed support to online professionals nationwide.
I joined FOPSCO because the people that I've met have the same values, mission, and vision as mine, and that is to provide assistance, pre-training, and coaching to those who want to jumpstart their career as a freelancer.
I joined the FOPSCO community because it promotes collaboration instead of competition.
I joined FOPSCO because this is a group with a helping hand.
I wanted to be part of an organization that would be a pioneer group of individuals who will be working to promote online freelance.
It's a great privilege to be part of the first national-based cooperative for online professionals. With a pool of seasoned freelancers, business owners, digital jobs Ph trainers, and trainees in our community, I get to connect with them and grow my network.
So joining an organization like FOPSCO helps me develop leadership and digital skills within an environment of my peers.
My FOPSCO family is a community that helps you nurture your skills and help you gain the knowledge and the skills that you need.
One of the reasons why I joined FOPSCO, it is important for us to have a network of people that could help us in terms of just simple advice.
So the reason why I joined FOPSCO is because it was founded by people who I trusted, people who already established in the industry, and they thought that it was such a great opportunity to be able to work with them.
I joined FOPSCO because it's the first national-based cooperative for online-based professionals.
So I joined FOPSCO because I love the values, its mission and vision to help more Filipinos.
Why I joined FOPSCO? It is all because the values, the mission of FOPSCO really aligned to my values also.
I joined the Filipino Online Professionals Cooperative because I wanted our individual reputations to have a collective reputation for excellence.
Well, the reason why I joined FOPSCO is to have a community where I can grow as an online professional.
The reason why I joined FOPSCO is to give back to the community and be able to help each other.
I joined FOPSCO because I want to share my skills and my talent with all online professionals.
The reason why I joined FOPSCO is that I don't want to miss the opportunity to join the first cooperative that is created specifically for online freelancers.
I joined FOPSCO because I can see that it will help me improve and develop my skills and my personality.
I joined FOPSCO because I am very inspired with their achievements and advocacy in promoting and helping Filipino freelancers.
Being a member of FOPSCO
surely brings a lot of wonderful memories on how I started out with my career.
I joined FOPSCO because I want to be a part of this online professional community where I can gain more knowledge, skills, and support from the group.
I joined FOPSCO because harmonious FOPSCO family relationship and understanding between business associates that bring me a peace of mind.
Why choose FOPSCO? They offer opportunities and trainings for freelancers.
First national-based cooperative for online professionals, which is FOPSCO, a community of expert freelancers in the Philippines, which gave me the opportunity to further hone my skills in social media.
I joined FOPSCO because I believe in the mission, vision, goals, and objectives of the organization to further enhance and develop the industry of online professions and virtual work in the Philippines.
I joined FOPSCO because I saw the potential growth is not just reaching one's goals and being successful, but there is camaraderie.
So I'm here with FOPSCO, and this is my way of paying it forward to the guidance that I also received when I was a startup.
Joining FOPSCO, I finally found my home, a family, a community of like-minded individuals who share the same passion, vision, and pains.
I joined FOPSCO because I want to empower my fellow freelancers to be the best that they can be.
We are really growing together. Isang magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Hello and welcome once again to another edition of FOPSCO Academy. Okay, ngayong gabi guys, since it's the first Tuesday of the month, magkakaroon tayo ng advocacy talk. Okay, for our advocacy talk, we will talk about data privacy. Okay, so this training or this webinar is for our FOPSCO members, DICT graduates, and aspirant freelancers who wants to develop, upskill, and explore more about freelancing and online professionals. Of course, we would like to thank FOPSCO Media and FOPSCO, the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative, for this wonderful show. Okay, let me just remind yung aking mga kasama dito sa Zoom. Please put your phone on silence mode and mute unnecessary noise that can interfere our webinar. And of course, to our Facebook Live viewers, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Okay, let me just remind you that we will have our question and answer portion after the discussion of our resource speaker tonight. Okay, by the way, I am Marivic Flores, and I am going to be one of your moderator for tonight. So I guess everything is set up now. Let's keep things going together. Alam niyo yung guest natin ngayong gabi kilala namin, ha? Kilala niyo rin siya for sure. Pero bago natin ipakilala yung ating guest, tawagin ko muna yung aking co-moderator for tonight. Siyempre, ang magandang si Miss Sydney. Hello!
Thank you, Miss Abby. Good evening, Pops Lancers. Happy first Tuesday night for the month of October and welcome again sa FOPSCO Academy. Alam kong excited kayo ngayon tonight. Dahil, yes, dahil another Lodi ang ating kasama tonight. At sabi nga ni Miss Abby, kilala nyo siya. Di ba, Miss Abby?
Yes, kilala nyo siya.
And, start ko na po siyang ipakilala.
Excited, ano?
Yes.
Teka muna, Sydney, bago mo muna ipakilala yung guest natin, kamusta naman?
Okay naman po ako.
Kamusta naman ang weather? Yung weather dyan sa inyong location ngayon?
Ang gaya po ng sabi ko kanina, medyo madilim ang kalangitan dito at super init. So, baka po mamaya umulan.
Oo, napakainit.
Dan po sa inyo.
Sobrang init actually. Ngayon, ramdam na ramdam yung init. Kaya pawis na pawis ako dito sa station ko today. Okay, sige. Tama na yung ating kwentuhan. Pakilala mo na nga, sino ba yung guest natin tonight?
Yes,
Surprise
yes.
ba ito?
Yes, magugulat sila. Anyway, she is a cum laude graduate of Bachelor in Elementary Education from St. Michael College of Caraga and held as one of the top debaters in Caraga Region. Oh, di ba? Ang galing niya. Caraga Region yun. During the Low Fortun Cup Parliamentary Debate Competition. Our resource speaker still aims to better herself. A teacher by profession, her passion for learning led her to the world of online freelancing. Knowing the endless opportunities in the online freelancing world, she remedied her digital handicaps when she recently graduated as medalist. O, di ba? Lagi siyang may medal. From
Addict ito.
DICT Digital Jobs Ph course training on general virtual assistance and WordPress development course training. Aside from that, she busied herself on furthering her learnings about the digital industry by undergoing training of trainers on cybersecurity framework, data privacy protection, data-driven governance, web development, website accessibility audit, ICT project management, cloud computing, blockchains, and you name it, and there's so much more.
Parang sumakit ang ulo ko doon, Sydney.
Diba?
Isa po mga data, di ba? Lodi talaga itong aming guest, okay? She has also appeared as a webinar resource speaker from various online groups, sharing her skills and knowledge on ESL, online teaching, and content writing. She has worked as a graphic designer and social media manager, promoting local and international organizations, advocacies on health and women empowerment through data science. Wow, talaga, di ba? She also helped some local MSMEs through graphic design services, social media marketing, and web development. She has also took her part as one of the moderators of the 2021 Philippine Online Freelancing Conference. Currently, she is a mainstay. Alam niyo na kung saan, di ba? As one of the moderators. Syempre dito, kasama namin siya, regular sa FOPSCO Academy. She is one of our regular moderator. The current use of internet, of the social media and big data severely affect the privacy of ordinary users. People must be not only mindful of the data they generate and share across the platforms and devices, but they must also understand the security risk and implication of a breach. Okay, let's learn more about data privacy. Everybody, we welcome natin our guest for tonight, Miss Celeste. Hello, Miss Celeste.
Good evening, Miss Celeste.
Nakalimutan ko yung intro. Hello, Philippines! Hello, world! Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao, at welcome to another advocacy talk dito sa FOPSCO Academy.
Ayan, di ba? Pag narinig nyo na yung, hello, Philippines, di ba? Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, alam nyo na ako sino yan. Walang iba.
Yes, ang aming napaka-energetic na moderator.
Yes, walang kapaguran itong babaeng ito. Miss Celeste, kamusta?
I'm good. Thank you for asking, Miss Avic. At eto nga, dito sa amin medyo maulan. Kanina pa nga, umaambon. Pero ang init, parang very, very humid talaga yung panahon. Then all of a sudden, umulan.
Kaya ingat-ingat tayo, guys, di ba? Kasi yung mga this kind of weather talagang magkakasakit ka talaga.
Puso diba? Yung flu ngayon. Kaya ingat kasi bawal magkasakit.
Oh, actually hindi lang flu. Kasi nga 'di ba tag-ulan tapos biglang iinit, yung dengue.
Ay, oo. Yes.
Ito yung
yung cases ng dengue
actually. Ito talaga yung season. Kaya alam ko to kasi ito yung time na ito yung month na dengue yung mga anak ko. Kaya markado tong petsa na to, October na to. Kasi nga uulan tapos Diba titigil yung ulan, may ipon yung mga tubig, so yung mga lamok, nagkakaroon sila ng chance para, alam nyo na. Kaya ingat po tayong lahat. Okay, so much for our kwentuhan, ladies. Sige, Miss Celeste, are you ready?
Hindi.
Parang ayaw niya pa. No choice tayo, Miss Celeste. Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our source speaker for tonight, our very own Miss Celeste.
Thank you, Ms. Avic. Sir CJ, pakilabas na nga ng mahiwagang presentation deck. Hindi lang, kakaunti lang yung presentation deck ko. Mga ilang slides lang to. Aabot tayo ng 100 slides. Okay, tonight we're going to tackle about a very controversial yet very essential nowadays. At kailangan talaga natin na maibahagi itong knowledge na to. Kasi if not, marami tayong mga consequences marami tayong consequences. Kaya nga 'di ba?
Hindi tayo aware dyan kasi.
In the face of law, ignorance is not an excuse. Okay, lalo na lahat tayo dito sa mundong ibabaw ay what do we call this one? We are into digitalizing everything. So meaning to say, lahat talaga very accessible na sa atin, 'di ba? Just like next slide please. So for tonight, we're going to discuss data privacy in the age of internet and big data. So ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Ano po yung data privacy? Ano po yung age of internet? At saka ano po yung ibig sabihin ng big data? Kasi usually yung naririnig natin, pag nagpapaload tayo, pag hindi tayo nakakasend ng message, di ba sa messenger, ay wala na akong data! Parang ganun. Pabili ng load para meron akong data. Pero ngayon, yung context na gagamitin natin dito is yung tinatawag natin big data. Okay. So before anything else, I just wanted to show to you yung landscape natin, yung status quo natin, di ba? Nowadays, since yung start ng early 2000s, okay, yung buhay natin has gradually taken over by innovation na tinatawag. Okay. Yes. Okay. At saka yung mga innovations na tinatawag natin is primarily napadali yung buhay natin. Okay? From manual work, naging automated. Kung dati, sa school, ilang pages ng papers, pag pinasulat tayo ng teachers natin, okay, copy what's written on the board. Okay. So, ilang notebooks, ilang pages ng notebook, nakakapagod magsulat. May kalyo na yung mga daliri natin yung kamay sa kakasulat.
Oo nga. Ang hirap pa dyan, Miss Celeste, ikaw pa yung secretary. Ikaw hindi nagkopya sa board.
Yes.
Tapos, kailangan mo rin magkopyahin, di ba? May notes ka dapat.
I feel you. Oo. Pero ngayon, pag nagsulat si teacher sa board, yung ginagawa nila ng mga estudyante ngayon, SS, screenshot. Picture using yung mga cellphones. O kaya, kung ipapagawa ng research, yung isang topic, o yung assignment, dati, nagdadagsaan tayo sa library, di ba? Pero ngayon, Google is life. Okay? Wikipedia is life. YouTube is life talaga. YouTube University at saka Google University nga ang tawag natin doon. And all of that, kahit nga yung nagsha-shopping tayo, may bibilhin tayo, di ba? Dati, gagastos tayo ng pamasahe. Maglilinya tayo sa jeep o kung may sasakyan kayo, magpapagas kayo. O, di ba? So, malaki yun yung gastos. Pero nowadays, in just one click, hindi pala, nasa loob ka ng isang online shopping application wherein you can order anything and be delivered right in your door. Di ba? Kanyan napadali yung digitalization na tinatawag yung buhay natin. Okay? So, lahat ng ito isa lang actually yung key. Yung Wi-Fi. Kailangan natin na magkaroon ng very strong na internet connection service through our ISPs na tinatawag or yung internet service providers. Kasi yung Wi-Fi, dito ini-empower yung mga devices on paano na-change yung mga devices, ng mga digital device na to on how we work, how we play, and even how we bring up our families. Okay? So the novelty of constant online associations, especially sa social media, every now and then, we exchange our thoughts. We do reconnect with others na ang tagal na natin din nagkita pero na-reconnect natin yung mga kakilala natin, yung mga classmates natin, yung kindergarten, di ba? Yung mga relatives natin na nasa malayo. Dati, nag-i-airmail tayo sa sulat and it will take ilang months, especially yung mga relatives kakilala natin na nag-reside sa ibang bansa. But now, ilang seconds, real time, yung response na makukuha natin. Now, next slide please. So according nga sa research nung 2013, na-discover dito, advance ka po. Hindi ba po yan? Okay. So, 94% of job holders are internet clients. Okay. So we're talking about how we transact na tinatawag yung pag-a-apply ng mga trabaho. Income generation, ika nga. Okay? And then, this incorporates yung full-time, low maintenance, and independent specialists in innovation of organizations, especially yung large partnerships, at saka yung private companies who work in urban communities, kahit yung sa suburbia, kahit sa rural, at saka anywhere in the middle, at kahit sang sulok ng mundo. Now, next slide, please. Okay. Now, we say that yung technology gets personal. Ika nga. And we don't leave technology in the working environment alone. Our private lives have been significantly more tech-powered than our work lives. Now, yung dati, yung gamit natin TV, ito yung measure, yung level ng innovation ng buhay natin. Okay? Yung kung meron tayong personal computer, ay nako, arcade. Yung word start pa yung gamit natin, COBOL++ pa yung gamit natin, di ba? Yung spreadsheet natin, hindi na ganoon. O mano-mano pa nating ginagawa yung mga tables for accounting, for nagpo-posting tayo, okay? At saka yung mga laro from yung brick game, naging Nintendo, di ba? Nakaka-relate. Pero ngayon, ang daming naglilipa ng different game applications and yung visuals niya, ika nga, very vivid, parang very crisp yung resolution, ika nga. Kahit nga napaka-simple yung paglaro ng mga games, pero nahuhook ka kasi yung mga visuals, yung level of challenge, ika nga, at saka yung presentation ng games lagi. And then all of it, next slide please. Kasi nga very accessible lahat, yung mga napapadali yung buhay natin, especially yung for example, yung mga industries, nagtataka tayo, bakit ganito? Paano nila nagawa to? Okay? Sa isang cellphone, tsaka internet connection lang, ganito napadali yung buhay natin. Yung idea ng instant gratification. Diba? Ito yung measurement ng level of happiness na naibibigay ng tinatawag nating innovation at digitalization. Take for example, yung sa Uber, okay? Ito yung tinatawag na the world's largest taxi company. Pero wala ni isang vehicle na pagmamay-ari ng Uber. Anong ginawa nila? Okay? The world's most popular media owner creates no content. Ito yung Facebook. Bakit? Grabe ang tao dito nagsisiksikan sa isang platform, sa Facebook. Ang dami nating napagkukunan ng ng mga information. Dito tayo nagmamarites. Ika nga, di ba? Pero saan bakit naging successful yung Facebook? Ito, yung sa Alibaba. Okay, ito yung tinatawag the world's most valuable retailer. Pero wala siyang inventory, wala siyang hinahawakan na stocks. Pero very successful yung Alibaba. Ito yung sa Airbnb, the world's largest accommodation provider. Pero ni isang, kahit boarding house, kahit isang room na paupahan, walang pagmamayari yung Airbnb na yan. Ano ginawa nila? Anong meron sila? That is precisely the question. Ito yung meron sila. Data. Big data na tinatawag. Ano ba yung big data na tinatawag? Lahat ng ito, yung mga companies na yung Facebook, yung Uber, yung Airbnb, yung Lazada, yung Shopee, yung Alibaba, lahat ng ito ay iisa lang ang meron sila na pinanghahawakan. Isa lang ang meron sila na asset na dito sila nagpundar at naging successful. Ito yung data. Data na nanggagaling sa kanilang mga target customers sa kanilang mga kliyente. Pero ba't ibang klase kasi yung data, Miss Avic, Miss Sydney, and everybody. Pero for tonight, we're going to talk about the big data. Kasi may small data, dami kasing kinds of data. Okay? So, aabutin tayo ng isang buwan kung hindi discuss natin.
Pag-isa-isayin mo.
So
tayo sa pinakamalaki.
Yes, dito tayo concentrate sa pinakamalaki. So, sa big data tayo. Yung big data, sabi nila for kinompak ko na yung definition. Yung data, yung big data is yung data na nag-contain with greater variety, meaning to say, mga iba't ibang uri ng datos na meron ito, arriving in increasing volume. So meaning to say, volume, yung quantity, gaano karami, and with more velocity, kung gaano kabilis nakuha, na-retrieve yung data, at saka yung veracity, yung truthfulness, yung data. Kung good data ba to or bad data ba to? Okay. Now, let's talk about yung 4 na principles about data. Okay. Ano ba yung 4 principles behind yung sa data? We call that one yung volume, yung veracity, velocity, at saka variety. Okay. Now, yung volume na tinatawag refers to how much data is actually collected. Okay. Saan natin kino-collect ito? Sa mga sources. Sino ba yung mga sources? Yung mga tao. Okay. Yung mga locations, yung mga names, yung mga addresses, even yung mga preferences mo sa buhay, mga activities mo sa buhay. That's considered data. Okay? And then, yung data analyst na tinatawag, dapat niyang ma-determine ito kung anong klaseng data at saka how much of it needs to be collected for a given purpose. Okay? So, imagine the possibilities. Considering yung sa social media site where people write updates, yung mga, for example, yung mga pictures, yung mga images, very careful tayo doon. Yung pagbibigay reviews, mga feedback sa mga nagpo-post ng kanilang mga businesses, mga products and services. Okay? Yung mga videos, diba ngayon may mga Facebook Reels, mga short Reels, oo. At saka yung data, yung volume of data, especially kung magsa-search ka ng product. Oo, ginagamit mo yung search engine, kinukuha yun. Oo. para malaman yung nire-record yun ni Google. Okay. And how do we interact in some ways with just about everything they see sa mga screens natin? Okay. Next one, yung velocity. Now, yung idea ng velocity in data refers to how fast data can be generated, how fast it could be gathered, at how fast it should be analyzed. Okay? Yung big data kasi does not always have to be used imminently. Okay? But in some fields, there is a great advantage to receiving to the second information about yung rates and being able to act accordingly. So, in other terms, yung tinatawag nating data trend over time is more important to help make yung mga anong mangyayari. For example, if you have this trend today, and then eto yung status ko, dito mo ma-predict what could happen in the next few years. Yung tinatawag natin predictions. Ang galing ni Elon Musk doon. Okay. Or even having this data, especially yung kung mapilisan yung pag-generate. Diba sa atin dati, we do research and it could take months. Dito, sa virtual world natin, yung accumulation ng data, considering how fast it is, ilang milliseconds lang, meron na tayong nakokolate na mga data. Considering kung mag-search ka sa Google, search engine, tingnan mo doon, kulang seconds nag-a-appear yung mga sites for you to refer on sa mga research subjects mo, sa mga search queries mo. And also, the velocity or how fast the generation of data, how fast it is being analyzed and being gathered, could help you solve lingering problems in a very short period of time. Okay? And then another concept or principle of data is yung variety nito. Yung variety of data refers to how many points of references are used to collect data. Okay? And if the data is collected from a single source, that information may be skewed in some ways. Okay? Meaning to say, pwede mo tong baliin. Depende sa gagawin mong purpose dito. Okay? But it will not be a representation sa broader population or sa trend ngayon. Well, in some cases, with respect to velocity of data, okay lang yun. But sa other aspects kasi, may tinatawag tayong mga target data. So sinasala yun. Okay? So for example, yung data mo, ikaw yung company mo is in need of data sa target client mo. Having yung product na na ipresent mo is, take for example, yung phishing. Okay? Yung phishing. So what are the data that you need to have para makuha mo yung target client mo na ang product mo has something to do with phishing? So what are the tools or equipment for phishing? Hindi naman po pwede na yung data na i-gather mo has something to do with fashion. Yung parang ang layo, di ba? So lahat for example, ito yung si client mo. Ano bang meron kay client na kailangan mong makuha ng data? So preference, yung age, yung gender, at saka yung location, importante yun. Hindi lahat ng data ay kailangan mong makuha. Kailangan mo ring salain to. Okay? Again, depende po to sa purpose. Okay? And then let's go to the veracity. Okay? Yung veracity has something to do with the reliability of the data that you have gathered. In the data analyst point of view kasi, to ensure that the data na nakuha nila is valid at reliable and should become from a trusted source. Okay, so meaning to say, huwag kayong magpabiktima sa mga unreliable sources na especially galing sa maritesan yan. Hindi po pwede yan. Okay? X na tayo doon sa truthfulness, reliability, and validity of data. Okay. So meaning to say, yung data collected from a native site should be taken from the native site at saka hindi sa third parties. Hindi po yun. Unreliable po yung result. Okay? And additionally, meron tayong tinatawag mga testing measures. Okay. May ano tayo doon sa data science at tinatawag doon, mahabang proseso. And it should be properly designed to ensure that the data results kasi, Ms. Avik, the design information at hindi ito extraneous na tinatawag. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, so dahil sa ang dami na ng mga data na nakokolate, na nakukuha, na nagagather, na naipresent, very, very available for anybody to get it. Even yung yung idea, kasi yung pag-commune natin sa idea ng digitalization, hindi natin naisip na even yung mga text messages natin, yung mga messenger content natin, sa mga messages natin, ay may data silang kinukuha. Okay? That is why kahit nga yung sa search engine, kahit sa Facebook, baka kayo nagtataka, yung may tinatawag kasi kaming metadata. Ito yung mga footprints na iniiwan mo para makuha nila, matrace nila. Take for example, nagsa-search ka, ano ba yung cravings mo for today? Pizza. Then all of a sudden, ilang minutes lang, may pumapasok sa yung mga ads. It has something to do with pizza. Di ba? Tsaka, for example, if you are searching about Korean novela, oh, The Extraordinary Life of Attorney Woo. Oo. Manood kayo noon. May kayo, especially sa data privacy. At saka sa cybersecurity. Gadon. So because of the availability of vast data nowadays, at kahit sino, as long as alam mo kung paano ito kukunin, yung pagproseso, especially yung tinatawag nating personal information, kakaroon to ng problema. Okay? Ano ba yung mga problemang ito? Ito, mawawalan ka ng tiwala. Okay? Because of the availability of data, hindi mo alam kung alin dito ang totoo at hindi. Okay? Next, loss of self-determination, loss of autonomy, kasi wala ka ng tinatawag na privacy. Lahat na lang ng buhay mo, open book para sa lahat. Kaya careful tayo doon. Loss of liberty. And when we say liberty, it has something to do with exclusion, something to do with injecting or doing physical harm. Okay? Yung discrimination, eto din, included dito yung stigmatization. Kasi considering yung nature ng population, when you see kahit sa social media, gamit natin Facebook Philippines. Alam nyo ba, hindi lang dito sa Philippines nakikita yun. Around the world, all Facebook users around the world can see your content. At pwede ka nilang mabash doon. And dahil dito, iba't iba kasi yung paniniwala because of the cultural background. May differences tayo dito. Diba? Yun na nga, may nakita akong isa. Na-post ng anak ko. Kasi nga, reggae nga yung anak ko. So, he's into yung mga accessories ng mga native and all. So, may anklet siya, may bracelet na pero yung yung typical na native reggae. At may nag-post na pag may anklet ka daw, ang meaning doon slavery, ang meaning nun witchcraft, na beast mode. Nirepost niya talaga at saka nag-research ang anak ko na you are using the reference of people having a different cultural background, having a different religious belief. Ganun ba? Yung iba yung tradisyon. Hindi mo pwedeng ma-i-apply dito. O take for example, yung mga ninuno natin dito sa Philippines. Ano yung ginagawa Di ba? So kung there's a disparity when it comes to yung sources, that dito nagsiset in yung stigmatization. Ito, yung power imbalance. Nowadays, yung people who has amassed, who has owned a vast amount of data has the greatest power. Kasi nowadays, Miss Avic, Miss Sydney, at saka ladies and gentlemen, yung new gold, new treasure po, hindi po oil, hindi po gold nowadays, yung data. Lahat ng tao na may data, pwede itong maibenta. Especially yung nakaka-relate dito, yung mga lead generation ng mga VAs natin dyan, lead generation specialist. Yung isang Excel. Okay, for example, 1,000 leads for this particular niche, for this particular industry. Ilang mga businesses ang pwedeng gustong kumuha ng ganun leads? Okay? So, mantakin mo, for example, yung 1,000 mo would cost you, say, for example, per lead. Yung lead meaning to say per information ng business or yung person. Yung email, yung name, yung address, yung contact number. So, sabihin na lang natin yung per information would cost you 100 pesos each. Times 1,000 mo yun. At saka yung mga companies na gustong bumili ng information, yung mga leads na yon, take for example, 10. Mantakin mo how much? How much more if you are a company, big company, amassing this what we call big data. Okay? Big data, dito yung yung sa health industry, yung sa technology, sa businesses, sa entertainment. Mantakin mo, hindi pesos yung value, kundi billions of dollars po ang ang value ng data yun. And also, ito po, economic loss. Now, if you don't know how to handle your data properly, especially yung pangmalakihang konteksto ito, no? Maaari pong ma-diskrasya yung balance ng economy natin. Especially yung sa bank system natin. Oo, tsaka sa business sector. Okay, so next slide please. Okay. Dito, may nagtatanong, paano ba ginagamit, ni-utilize yung data? Yung data kasi, meron tayong tinatawag na data life cycle. Ano ba to? Yung data life cycle, paano ba ginagamit yung data? Ano ba yung prosesong pinagdadaanan nito? Una is creation of data. So mag-create ka ng data. At saka, meaning to say, galing sa data source na tinatawag. So, for example, ako, yung company ko has something to do with technology. Nagbebenta ako ng mga cellphones. Okay? So, eto yung mga klaseng data ang kailangan ko. Young professionals. Kasi yung ibebenta ko iPhone 14 Pro Max. Oo. So, sino ba lang ang pwedeng makaka-afford nun? Hindi naman yung yung masa na sa grassroots level, hindi nila afford. Kundi yung mga tao sa class B, A AB, kumbaga, yung mga pang-arcane na datingan. So lahat ng mga information noon kukunin ko. So sila yung i-collate ko at saka magka-create ako ng data. And then, itatago ko to, i-store ko sa database ko. Okay? Lahat ng files, i-store ko yun at saka i-categorize ko yun. And then, ita-transmit ko para magamit at ma-distribute to. Okay, how am I going to use and distribute it? A lot of ways. Pwede akong mag-create ng portal for them to visit and buy my items na iPhone 14 Pro Max. Okay? With 8 inches na screen. Okay, foldable 4 times. So, pang maliitan talaga miniaturization. And then, after having that, na-retrieve ko, nagamit ko, at saka nakapag minabenta ako, okay, yung data na naman, i-retain ko. Okay, i-retain ko yun, i-store ko, itatago ko ulit. Tsaka, pipiliin ko, eto, i-dispose. Pipiliin ko naman, asan yung mga data na wa-effect sa business ko. Okay, i-revisit ko. Never-ending cycle to. And then, i-dispose ko, tsaka, i-destroy ko. Okay? Pero, Miss Avic, Miss Sydney, lahat ng proseso to, may kaakibat na warning. Hindi to basta-bastang ginagawa. Okay? So, very meticulous ang process. Kailangan maingat ang paggawa nito. Kasi, pag nag-deviate ka sa process in handling the data, in processing the data, may kaakibat tong mga penalties. Okay? So later we're going to discuss that one. So examples of big data and applications. So yung big data sa marketing, okay? Sa marketing, like for example, yung data na nakuha nila Alibaba, ni Amazon, o considering gaano karami, gaano kalaki yung data nila. Yung transportation, yung Uber, di ba? Ano ba yung mga transportation natin sa ibang bansa? Okay? Tsaka yung government and public administration, sa mga businesses. Yung Netflix, okay? Considering yung gaano karami yung name ng artists, yung mga movies, okay? Yung genre, okay? Hindi lang mga movies, kahit mga TV sitcoms, TV series, meron sila. Yung sa healthcare, okay? When we say healthcare, meron ditong mga names of different hospitals all around the world. Dito may kakibat dito mga management system nila na tinatawag and all. At saka, yung most important dito, yung cybersecurity. Yung cybersecurity, pahapyaw natin discuss ito later. Okay, yung cybersecurity is how are you going to do measures in order to protect yourself and your system from cyber threats or attacks. Okay. And because because of the prevalence of the availability of data, dito magkakaproblema tayo. Mawawalan tayo ng tinatawag na privacy. Kasi nga, open book tayo eh. Lahat nakaka-access ng mga information natin. Kahit di natin kakilala, as long as nakapag-friend request ka, in-accept ng di kakilala mo, lahat ng information na binibigay mo sa social media, nakukuha yun. So mawawalan tayo ng privacy. So ano ba yung privacy? Okay? Dito sa atin sa Philippines, meron tayo tinatawag na right to privacy. This is stipulated sa Constitution natin. This is a fundamental right guaranteed by the Philippine Constitution. Okay? At saka yung pag tinatawag natin fundamental right, hindi to privilege. Hindi to binibigay. Wala tayong parang contingency na gawin mo na to para maibigay ko. Hindi. It is an innate, basic right ng bawat tao to. At kahit sa anong bansa, kahit hindi lang dito sa Philippines, kahit sa ang sulok man ng mundo. Okay. And also, part of the fundamental rights of a person is the privacy of communication and correspondence, okay? The right to life, to liberty and property and due process of law, and the right to against unreasonable searches and seizures, the right or freedom of religious beliefs na tinatawag, privacy of pakipabalik-balik to. And freedom of to form associations and right to self-incrimination. So those are some of the rights that have something to do with the use of data. Okay, na inilalahad natin, we're making those available of ourselves, information of ourselves available to everybody. Okay, so under the Philippine law, we have here different laws that could target our right to privacy. Nakastipulate dito. We have the civil laws. We have the what we call penal code, the revised penal code, and what we have here, the rules of court. Okay, yung rules of court na tinatawag, meron dito yung anti-wiretapping law. So, for example, kung may kaso ka, at saka hindi nila makuha-kuha yung information na mag-i-indict sa iyo, na mag-DDN sa iyo, at saka maglalagay sila ng pang-espionage, kumbaga. For example, yung wiretapping. So, may other party makikinig at saka i-record, bawal po yun. Okay? So, at saka Secrecy of Bank Deposit Act. Nagtataka ang lahat, for example, yung mga controversies na naglilipana. For example, yung mga sikat na mga tao amassing this wealth, so on and so. And then, kuni-question, bakit hindi pwedeng makuha yung information and data regarding yung record ng bank nila. Okay, especially bank deposits, yung mga bank assets nila. Hindi po yung kasi nakastipulate at nakabalandra yung law natin on secrecy of bank deposit. Not unless it is may mga instances o mga exemptions na tinatawag na kailangan nating makuha yon. That has something to do with the progression of the case. Okay. And meron tayong intellectual property code. Okay. Kung meron kayong pagmamay-ari, kung kayo po yung inventor ng product o ng idea, ipa-ICC nyo po to para legit na sa'yo. At saka kung merong mga ibang tao na gumamit ng produkto ninyo o yung mga gawa ninyo na walang pahintulot, pwede nyo pong sampahan ng kaso na nakabase sa Intellectual Property Code. At saka ito po yung importante na i-discuss natin for tonight is yung Data Privacy Act of 2012. Ano po yung Data Privacy Act of 2012? Ito po yung tinatawag nating Republic Act 10173. Ang full description po nito, yung full title nito is an act protecting individual personal information in information and communication system. Ito take note, information communication system in the government and the private sector, creating for this purpose a National Privacy Commission and for other purposes. So, ang haba ng pangalan niya. So, let's make it short na lang muna. Data Privacy Act of 2012. Ito po yung Republic Act 10173. Okay, memorize niyo po yan. Republic Act 10173. Okay, ano po yung Republic Act 10173 or yung Data Privacy Act? Ito po yung law natin, yung batas natin that seeks to protect all, take note, all forms of information, kay private man to, kay personal information, or sensitive information. Identify natin lang later yung mga different kinds of information. It is meant to cover both natural and juridical persons involved in the processing of personal information. And the processing of this kind of information shall be compatible with a declared and specified purpose, okay, which must not be contrary to law, to morals, or public policy. Okay. So, ano ba yung structure ng data privacy? Okay, yung structure ng data privacy is ganito. It has 37 sections. Okay? So, medyo mahaba-habang basahin ito. So, yung sections 1 to 6 1 to 6. Ito yung definition of terms at saka dito nakapaloob yung general provisions. 7 to 10 sections naman is allotted sa creation ng National Privacy Commission. Ito yung ahensya ng gobyerno na nakatalaga sa pag-implement ng Data Privacy Act of 2012 o yung tinatawag na RA 10173. Now, yung sections 11 to 21, dito nakapaloob, nakastipulate lahat ng rights of data subjects and obligations of personal information controllers at processors. Sino-sino bang mga to? I-discuss ko to later. Yung sections 22 to 24, dito nakapaloob yung mga provisions specific to government. Kung ano yung mga hakbang na gagawin ng government and all. At saka lastly, yung kung may batas, hindi ka susunod, dito nakapaloob yung mga penalties mo. Okay, under sections 25 to 37. Mahaba-haba ito. So, yung data privacy, meron tayong tinatawag na accountability and compliance. So, dito makikita how compliant you are. Okay, how accountable you are. Okay, when it comes to data. So, meron tayong 5 pillars with respect to the National Privacy Commission na mga stipulations. We have here, how are you going to appoint a data protection officer? Nakapaloob ito sa NPC Advisory 2017-01. How are you going to conduct a privacy impact assessment? How are you going to have a privacy management program and codify it into a privacy manual? Kung ikaw yung nasa ahensya or sa government or sa isang company o sa isang business entity and all, how are you going to implement yung data privacy and protection measures? Okay? And how are you going to exercise breach reporting procedures? Very important to. Ito po yung mga pillars sa mga tao na kumukuha, na i-store at saka gumagamit ng mga data na nakukuha nila. Okay. So, ano tinatawag na mga parating natin sinasabi ko sa inyo, information, tsaka data. Okay. Ano bang mga ito? Okay. Sa Data Privacy Act, meron tayong 3 uri ng information. We have here the personal information, yung sensitive information, sensitive personal information, at saka yung privileged na information. Okay. So, ano-ano bang ang mga ito? Okay. So, yung personal information is, thank you. Okay, yung personal information refers to any information from which the identity of an individual is apparent or can be reasonably and directly ascertained, or when put together with other information would directly and certainly identify the individual. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Okay. Yung personal information, mabibigay na ako ng example ha. Yung personal information, ito yung mga information na examples nito. Name, pangalan mo, address, saan ka nakatira, saan ka nagtatrabaho, ano yung telephone number mo, ano yung gender mo, ano yung location mo now. For example, kung nasa mall ka ba, nasa bahay ka ba, nasa daan ka ba, saan natin makukuha ang information yan? Sa GPS, Google Maps. Okay. At saka, kung gumagamit ka ng computer at nag-i-internet ka, may tinatawag tayong IP address. Okay, makikita yan. Dun, punta ka sa control panel mo, doon makikita lahat yung information. Okay. Kailang yung birth date mo, kung saan personal information, yung saan ka galing na country, ano yung citizenship mo, ano yung citizenship status mo if you are naturalized, natural born, di ba? Part ng personal information, yung payroll at saka benefits information. Okay? At also yung contact information. And that includes yung email ad mo and yung fax number mo kung meron pang fax ngayon. Okay? And we also have here, next slide please. How are you going to yung mga criteria, how are you going to process yung personal information lawfully, legally, okay? Sa lahat ng nanonood sa atin, lahat ng nakikinig sa atin, tingnan niyo po itong mga criteria. Kung yung mga tao na binibigyan natin ng mga personal information natin is nakasuunod sa mga criteria na ito. First, yung consent. Okay? Di ba sa mga forms, online forms natin, di ba? May nakasaad doon na I hereby agree to bells to give out the necessary information asked by this website and all. Okay? Hindi lang sa online to ha. Pwede din yung, for example, naglalagbook ka. Gusto sa isang mall, gusto mong pumasok sa isang tindahan, okay? Ninungod sa iyo yung logbook mo. Yung logbook kasi kailangan kang
sign up ka doon.
Magsa-sign up ka doon. Okay, sabihin mo. Humihingi ka ba naibigay ko ba yung consent ko? May consent form ba kayo? Para permahan ko at maibigay sa inyo yung mga necessary personal information ko. Pag hindi, isalampak yung Data Privacy Act 10173. Okay? Kahit government agencies pa yan, kahit private institutions pa yan, pag walang consent na naibigay, huwag niyong ibibigay yung personal information niya. Okay? And we also have here what we call contract with the individual. Eto yun, nakastipulate yun. And then, yung ano ba yung mga vital interest? Meaning to say, para saan gagamitin yung personal information data mo? Personal information mo. Okay? Dapat nakastipulate doon. For example, nagko-conduct ka ng webinar. Diba? Yung participants mo, pag nare-register, binibigay nila yung name, yung address, yung age, at saka yung email address and all. Yung profession, ganun-ganun. Nakapalagay talaga doon that all the information given by the participants will only be used in sharing the resource materials and updates. Yun lang. Okay? At ikaw, na hawak ng mga ganong information, yun lang talaga yung paggagamitan mo ng information. Otherwise, dun tayo sa section 25 to 37 tayo magkikita. Okay? Doon na meron din legal obligation, nakapaloob yung national emergency, public order and safety as prescribed by law, may constitutional or statutory mandate of a public authority, as well as the legitimacy of interest of the personal information controller or third parties. Okay, next one. We have here what we call the sensitive personal information. Next slide, please. Yung personal sensitive information, ito yung mga refers to the personal information about sa isang individual. Next slide, please. Wherein nakapaloob dito yung sensitive nature mga information, including and without limitation, yung personal, financial, and financial account information, yung sexual orientation, yung personal, medical, or health information, personal information of children under 13 years old. Okay? So mga batang-bata talaga. Personal education records and social security number, social identity, so national insurance, and similar personal identifiers. Ano ba yung mga examples ng sensitive personal information? Example nun, race, anong lahi mo, ano yung ethnic origin mo, ano yung marital status mo. Kung hindi po pwede yung it's complicated ha. Hindi po pwede yun. Dapat well-defined yung marital status mo. Ano yung edad mo. Okay? Yung edad hindi kasali sa personal information. This is part of the sensitive information, personal information. Okay? Ano ba yung religious affiliation mo? Philosophical affiliation? Political affiliation? Ano ba yung condition ng health status mo? Ano ba yung natapos mo? Education? Ano ba yung genetics mo? Ano ba yung lahi mo? Are you Caucasian? Are you Asian? Ano ba yung preference mo sa sexual life? Ano ba yung mga, kung may na-indict ka and all, may kaso ka ba o wala? Anong klaseng kaso yan? Diba? May tayo, very, very controversial mga cases. Kasi ito, diba? Kapag ongoing yung case, lahat ng mga taong involved sa kaso, they are not allowed to divulge any information about the case. Kasi pag pumiyok ka, may kaakibat yun na penalty. Okay? Because it could directly affect the process kasi. Okay? Isa din sa sensitive personal information na tinatawag, included yung social security number mo. Wow! Okay. Other than that, yung mga licenses, yung business licenses mo, yung professional license mo, included din yun. Okay, yung BIR number mo, wag mong ipangalandakan yan. Okay, yung what are the websites you visited, included po yan sa sensitive personal information. Okay, ano ba yung mga materials na dinownload mo sa website? Ano ba yung mga behaviors or preferences mo sa isang tao? Ano ba yung mga grievances information? Ano ba yung mga ayaw mo and all? Hindi pwedeng magamit yung ibang tao. Okay. Ano ba yung reason bakit nag-leave of absence ka sa trabaho mo? Hindi pwedeng ma-divulge yun sa kahit sinong tao. Kahit anong klaseng working environment ka. The only person you have given consent to and authority na malaman yung mga reasons mo nga bakit nag-leave ka, bakit na-late ka, is yung HR. Tsaka yung immediate na superior mo. Kung sa school ka, yung principal, kasi doon ka hihingi ng permiso, di ba? Tsaka yung HR, kasi sila yung magkukumpute ng compensation mo and all. Okay, magre-reflect dyan. Okay, next slide please. So, how are you going to process and sensitive personal information? So, eto yung mga criteria. So, still, gaya ng personal information, may consent, dapat naka-abide dito sa existing laws and regulations, dapat ito has something to do with health, life and health, yung proseso has something to do with by non-stock at saka non-profit organizations for medical treatment pa to, has lawful rights and interests in court proceedings and legal claims. Otherwise, maliban nito, wala. Okay? Maliban nito, wala. Okay, may isa pang bako ko nakalimutan, may isa pang information na yung privileged information. These are actually information na according to the rules of court na tinatawag. These are the data received within the context of a protected relationship. Like for example, yung marital relationship, husband and wife, men and men, woman or woman, o ano ba yung preference niyo? Anything that has something to do on how your relationship is going on, ano ba nangyari sa relationship niyo? That is privileged information. Okay, privileged meaning to say, pwede kong maibunyag, pwedeng hindi. Okay? Ito, privileged information, yung attorney-client information. Okay? Part din yun ng privileged information. Yung sa pare, sa religious tayo na context, yung sa pastor or pare, especially yung confession, meron tayo nun, di ba? At saka yung penitent, hindi pwedeng ma-divulge ng pare or pastor kung ano yung kinonfess mo. Pwede mong kasuhan yung pare pag meron. Okay? Kahit na sa homily nila, dinadivulge. Kahit wala, basta. Ayoko magsalita. Okay. And then yung sa doctor at saka sa patient, oo. Ano ba yung medical history ni ni patient? Hindi pwedeng ma-divulge yun ni doctor. Okay? So, ganon. Yun yung sa privileged information. Okay, next slide please. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to yung Data Privacy Act actors. So sino-sino ba dito yung mga actors na tinatawag natin dito sa Data Privacy Act? Okay, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, may section doon sa law natin na nag-form ng isang commission. Ito yung tinatawag na National Privacy Commission. Ano ba yung sa Privacy Commission? Ano ba yung function nito? Yung National Privacy Commission, ito yung agency wherein dito dito mo ifa-file lahat ng mga grievances mo, lahat that's something to do with the violation of your data or your information. Okay? So we also have here what we call data subject. Ano yung data subject? Sino, by the way, yung data subject? Yung data subject, ito yung source of information. Any individual na may personal, pagmamayari ng personal information, sensitive personal information at saka privileged information. Okay, siya ang source. We also have here the PIC. Ang meaning ng PIC is yung Personal Information Controller. Okay. This refers to a natural or juridical person or any other body who has the control of the processing of the personal data given by the data subject. Or nagbibigay ito ng instruction sa another to process the personal data on its behalf. Okay? Ang tsaka yung PIP or yung tinatawag na Personal Information Processor. This refers to any natural at saka juridical person or anybody to whom a person wherein dito siya ang nag-outsource o nabibigay din ng instruction processing of the personal data owned by the data subject. Okay? May iba't ibang roles po yung PIP, yung PIC at saka data subject at saka yung National Privacy Commission. Next slide please. Okay, ito po yung yung structure ng DPA o Data Privacy Act. Ikaw, tayo, source ng information, tinatawag tayong data subject. Yung regulator ng ng law ng DPA is yung NPC or National Privacy Commission. Okay? At yung PIC, controller at saka processor, it could be an entity, company, or agency. It could be private or public. Okay? Sila yung mga tao na kumukuha ng data natin at ginagamit ito para sa specific purpose. Okay? Again, i-reiterate ko lang, dapat nakasunod yung PIC at saka PIP sa mga criteria. Okay? Na tinatawag natin may legitimate purpose yung paggamit. Okay, next one please. Okay, next one here, may may exemptions. Okay, may tinatawag tayong exemptions when it comes to Data Privacy Act. Okay, yung exemption applies not to the PIC or PIP but only to the personal data relating to matters of public concern kasi public especially yung transactions ng government. For example, if you're going to gagawa na ka ng daan, okay, road concreting, road widening. So ipapaskill mo talaga yung mga different information. Doon nakalagay yung amount of the project, magkano yung cost ng project, sino yung company na construction company na mag-handle, sino yung engineer, head engineer nakalagay doon. Okay? But hindi yun, exemption po yun. Okay, anything na nire-reflect sa journalistic, artistic, at saka literary purposes. Okay, iba kasi yung context na ginagamit. Okay, at saka pag may nalabag doon, iba po yung kaso na tina-target nun. If the data will be used for research purposes, especially yung it has something to do with the public, okay? At saka yung performance of law enforcement or regulatory functions of a public authority. Okay? Next one please. Ito yung mga exemptions. Meron pa din pong another exemptions. Yung compliance of the BSP, regulated banks, and financial institutions, yung mga residents of foreign jurisdictions with applicable, they have their own data privacy laws. Okay, now take note that these exemptions are only allowed to the minimum extent needed to achieve the purpose with consideration to requirement of other regulations. Okay, next slide please. And then we also have here the primary obligations of PIC or Person Information Controller at saka yung Privacy Information Processor. Okay? They should be, eto yung tatlo yata yun. Yung obligations niya, primary obligations. First, they have to adhere to data privacy principles, and these principles are transparency. Okay? Kailangan alam mo at ni PIC at PIP kung ano lang mga data na pwede mong makuha at saka paano nila to gagawin. Dapat legitimate yung purpose at saka may proportionality. Okay? Next, yung obligation nila is for them to be able to implement security measures. Dito, gagamitin yung konsepto ng cybersecurity. Kailangan alam nila kung paano i-store, paano i-retrieve yung mga data mo to the point na hindi ito mabibreach ng kahit ano, ng kahit sino. Okay? Kasi according to Extraordinary Attorney Wu, kung napanood nyo yung last episode or 7 or 8 episode ba yun, yung company na hawak ng data ninyo or information, na breach yung system nila kasi na hindi nila in-anticipate o baka sa isip na mamahalan sila sa mga cybersecurity tutorials, ay nako, malaki po yung penalty doon. Okay, next one. Yung another na primary obligation ng PIC at PIP when it comes to handling yung personal information mo is next slide please. Is for them. Okay. Hindi. Isa pa? Hindi. Balik. Backward. Okay. Okay. Oh, next slide. Okay, very good. Okay, and for them to be able to uphold data subject rights. Okay, so they're going to observe and respect the rights of the data subjects. Okay, what are these? The right to information, the right to access the information, the right to know the data portability, meaning to say saan i-store yung data nila, the right for them to know ano ba yung mga data na nire-rectify o minodify ng user, paano nila ginagawan ng ini-erase yung data, okay, dinidestroy yung data, how are you going to object? Pwede kang mag-object actually sa kung paano nila ginagamit yung data nila. How are you going to file a complaint against the agency or entity who is using your data, and the afforded damages. Okay? And next we have here, patapos na tayo, don't worry. Ano ba yung mga evidences? Okay? Paano mo malalaman na isang entity ay data privacy compliant? How compliant are you? Nasunod mo ba yung provisions na nakasaad or nakastipulate dun sa law? Okay, tawag tayo naka-establish kayo ng data privacy governance. May framework kayong sinusunod, may binuo kayong framework kung paano ninyo gagawin yung pag-retrieve, pag-gather, pag-collect, paggamit, pag-store, pag-destroy ng data. Yung data life cycle nun, okay? Meron ba kayong ginawang risk assessment? For example, may system breach. Ano ba yung gagawin ninyo? Okay? Ano ba yung mga tinatawag naming mitigating strategies? Ano ba yung mga precautionary measures na gagawin pag may nangyaring disgrasya sa mga information or data? May ano ba kayo? May maintain na organization commitment. Okay? Are you true to nagawa nyo ba yung trabaho ninyo as PIP at PIC? Yung privacy and data protection in day-to-day operations, present pa? Na-manage mo ba yung security risk? Na-manage mo ba yung mga data breach? Na-manage nyo ba yung third-party risks? Okay, ano ba yung ginagawa ng mga human resources management when it comes to this? Do you have a continuing assessment and development, especially yung security measures ninyo, yung sa system ninyo mismo? At saka yung, do you have the ecosystem pertaining to managing the privacy of the data user? Okay, so gaya ng sinabi ko, dapat ito nasunod ninyo, yung PIC at PIP, at saka ikaw na data subject, ikaw na source ng information. Kung alam mo na hindi sila compliant, at saka for example, si teacher, yung grades, sensitive yon, di ba? Sensitive information, sensitive person information yun ng estudyante na mali ng record ng card at saka pinalitan. Pero hindi niya dinispose yung card na mali. At naka-flaunt lang yun sa table. At nakita ng ibang teachers yun. May penalty sa teacher doon. Ano yung mga penalties? Okay. So, based on the Data Privacy Act or RA 10173, sections 25 to 37, the violations afforded to those who are non-compliant of this will be penalized of minimum of 6 months to 7 years imprisonment and a minimum of 500,000, if I'm not wrong, 500,000 to 5 million pesos yung penalty. So ikaw na may-ari ng data at saka may mga kalokohan na ginawa yung PIC at saka PIP, pwede kang mag-refer dito sa section 25 to 37 ng RA 10173. Pero dapat naka-reflect dito ano ba yung mga na-violate nila na mga violations nila. Okay, so meron tayong unauthorized processing, wala silang consent, okay, accessing due to negligence. Okay, at saka improper disposal. Yung ginawa ni teacher, hindi yun po pwede. Yung dinispose na pero nilagay lang kung saan-saan, hindi po pwede. Dapat nakasaad dun sa framework ninyo, sa management system ninyo, kung paano yung proper disposal of the information of the data subject. Okay, unauthorized disclosure. Yung mahilig magmarites dyan, careful kayo kasi nakapaloob dito sa Data Privacy Act. Okay, meron tayong unauthorized access or intentional breach. Ay nako, especially yung mga black hackers. Later, I will discuss to give you examples of the different threats na meron sa virtual space. At saka yung malicious discourse. Ay nako, pag wala kayong solid evidence at saka minarites ninyo yung relationship. Especially yung sikat na radio show. Hindi ko na papangalanan kung ano. Ang daming mga information na nakabalandra sa lahat. Okay, dapat kasi especially yung mga marital issues, okay? Dapat nasa yun dapat nasa loob lang ng korte yun. Hindi sa pag
So, bawal
airtime.
pala siya.
Yes.
Ang dami. Sikat na sikat yan, di ba?
Yes. Kaya nga, it's very dim necessary na ma-educate yung mga kababayan natin dito. Hindi kasi, naintindihan natin. Kasi sa yun, bugso ng damdamin.
Yes.
Yun
At saka sila kasi yung lumalapit di ba?
Oo. Pero kahit
bawal
kahit yung data subject, yung lumalapit sa iyo sa PIC, PIP, alam ni PIP, PIC kung asan lang dapat Okay? So sila dapat, ano ba yung information natin?
Limitations dapat yung nila. So kaya lang, di ba masyadong nabe-broadcast nila ng So hindi pala dapat ganun.
Oo. And then, for example, ikaw yung isinumbong. Okay? At inalantad yung sensitive personal information tungkol sa'yo or tungkol sa inyo. Actually, pwede ka mag-file ng case.
Kahit ikaw yung may kasalanan, pwede ka pa rin mag-file ng case.
Yes,
so,
kasi nakastipulate doon, this pool of information, sensitive personal information na ginamit, binalandra nila. First, without your consent. And for the purpose na may malicious intent. Okay? Ganon. Pwede mong iba to
so
balik
kahit
sa
na mali
kanila.
ka talaga, pero yung privacy mo kasi ang nila doon. No?
Yes. Oo. So, para kung ikaw ang nagsusumbong, isinumbong mo yung partner mo o yung kapitbahay mo na minarites ka, do not do it sa social media. Do not do it sa sa
So
ibang
pwede ka pala
sa korte
ano talaga
mo,
siya? Pwede ka talaga siyang kasuhan pala.
At saka
Yan
pwede
na.
mo sa NPC. Doon kayo mag-file ng case sa NPC. Kaya nga may NPC
So ayan na, alam niyo na guys.
Okay. So before doing any actions, think twice or think thrice. Kung hindi niyo alam kung anong gagawin niyo, consult a lawyer. Okay? May mga kung namamahala kayo, kung hindi niyo afford yung private lawyer, may PAO tayo, Public Attorney's Office. Okay? So, and then, yung next one we have here, yung mga cyber attacks. Okay? So, we have here different kinds of cyber attacks. Ano yung mga cyber attacks or cyber threats na tinatawag? These are, nangyayari ito if we're going to use the internet. Okay? Walang cyber attack pag hindi ka nag-i-internet. Walang cyber attack pag nagmamarites kayo doon sa kapitbahay mo. Walang cyber attack doon. Okay? Yung cyber attack only happens sa virtual space. Okay? Kasi may naririnig kasi akong ginagamit yung term, may cyber attack, sniper attack ka niya. Ang ganito, wait, ano yung cyber attack? Okay, when we say cyber attack, these are the threats happen na disgrasya yung mga information data mo. Okay, parang parang may nagnakaw na information mo at ginamit ito sa paraan na wala kang kaalam-alam at saka that could put detriment sa buhay mo. Okay? So what are these types of actually ang daming cyber threats or cyber attacks. The more na naging sophisticated yung technology natin, especially sa digital na industry, actually may mga lumilevel up din yung mga cyber threats. Okay? That's how flexible yung cyberspace natin. Okay. So yung cyber threats we have here, yung malware, yung phishing, yung ransomware, computer virus, spyware, denial of service attack, or Trojan horse. Ano ba ito? Ito yung, for example, yung phishing. Ang daming nangyayari to. Okay, for example, may email Tsaka nakapalagay doon yung may bangko. Hindi na ako magano. May nangyari ito this year yata o last year, di ba? Sa isang sikat na bangko. Where nabiktima yung mga yung mga kliyente ng isang bangko. Where nakuha talaga yung mga kaperahan nila na dinoposit doon sa bangko. What they did was inopen nila yung yung email at saka ibinigay nila yung mga information that has something to do with their bank account. Okay? And thereon, nagamit ni hacker yung information to access your bank account. And then, nakuha yung pera mo. Okay? One thing that you need to know, identify, kung phishing ba to, legit ba to yung website, hindi, is for you to check yung HTTPS, yung address. Okay? Pag hindi address ng company yon, ay nako.
Kabahan ka na.
Maghunos dili ka.
Hindi kasi
Kabahan ka na.
hindi kasi nga aware yung mga tao actually. So ayan. Kailangan bago kayo mag-click ng mga link na ganyan, so i-check muna para sigurado.
Yes, okay. And we also have there yung malware, ang daming klaseng malware actually. Pwede makapenetrate sa system mo. Yung Trojan horse naman, it's a kind of malware wherein yung idea ng Trojan horse, yung history ng Greece, as a Greek ba yun? Yan. Na Greek ba yun? Roman. Na yung Trojan horse, akala mo kung naipasok dun sa isang property, pero all of a sudden, iba pala yung content. Panira pala yung content. Okay. Careful.
Anong tawag dyan?
Trojan horse?
Hindi ko masabi. Mamaya pag naalala ko.
Denial of service attack. For example, may na-click ka something from a website, may na-download ka. Careful sa mga download, especially yung mga movies dyan, mga TV series and all, mga anime, mga manga. Okay. May mga
ayun, naalala ko lang si Celeste, na virus ka.
Na virus ka.
Diba? Virus ang tawag nila.
Na virus ka. Tama. Tsaka yung denial of service attack, it has something to do with an attack wherein usually yung mga downloaded, kung naano ninyo, for example, if you're going to visit a website, di ba nakalagay doon, i-check mo, i-accept mo yung cookies or not. Either ways, accept cookies or none at all. Actually, in-accept mo lahat. Real talk tayo dito. Real talk tayo.
Kasi bigla siyang lumalabas di ba? So, pwede mo naman siyang hindi i-accept. Ma-open mo pa rin yung site, di ba?
Actually, may method, may pamamaraan. Kasi, di ba may dalawang buttons na tinatawag doon. Pag are going to accept all the cookies or not, parang gano'n. Either of the buttons, ina-accept mo talaga. Okay. And then,
kasi wala kang choice
Wala kang choice. All you have to do is, pag may X naman doon, so pwede mo i-X. Or may method talaga, yung sa advanced settings.
Meron kasing recommended cookies, diba?
Yes.
So talagang choice ka kasi dun sa nila So pag kinlik mo siya pareho pala. So pareho lang.
Yes.
Walang pinag-iba.
Kasi pag hindi mo kasi clinic, limited yung yung access mo sa website. Ganon sila ka-smart. And now, if you're not very careful of doing that, yung mangyayari, especially pag may magda-download ka, may kaakibat kasi may kakambal yan na program. Hindi. May kakambal na virus. Virusan ka.
Na-virus ka.
Ang target nito is hindi mo ma-access yung service mo. For example, yung website mo. Hindi mo ma-access yun. Never. So, lahat ng meron ka dito sa computer mo and all sa system mo, pwede na lang ma-access.
Kaya na-deny.
So, careful on how you store yung passwords mo. At saka yung passwords mo, please lang, huwag gamitin yung mga birth dates. Birth dates mo, yung age mo, wag, lahat. Please lang. We also have here the spyware. May mga movies kung if you can think of any movies, yung hacker movies, yung spy movies. Meron ito wherein may mada-download ka, hindi mo alam, yung na-download mo is a program that could access you at saka yun, all of a sudden nagto-turn on yung camera ng yung laptop mo or yung computer or kahit yung gadget mo, yung sa cellphone. And it could monitor. Actually,
and also yung location, nagto-turn on din.
Eto actually, real talk, lahat ng mga mobile devices natin, actually, they're doing this to us. iPhones, lahat, okay? For you to be able to turn this application or this feature off, punta kayo sa settings niyo. Mag-YouTube ka rin, mag-Google kayo kung paano, meron talaga. May may settings doon. You check the settings, may paraan para i-turn off ninyo. Na lahat, especially yung mga video recordings ninyo, yung mga calls ninyo, naka-record yun. At saka yung computer virus, kaya nga very careful tayo on how we use the internet talaga. Not because of nakakainganyo yung offerings ng website. Okay? Inganyo yung mga offerings na nare-receive mo sa text. Okay. Ay, careful kayo sa spams. Yung spams nag-evolve. Okay? Actually, ako, nowadays, I really don't know. Ang dami ko na-receive na spam calls and I'm still looking into ano bang dinivulge ko sa anong site at alin. Pero good thing kasi naagapan ko kasi nakaset talaga. Lahat lang ng legit na tawag is naka-reflect lang sa contacts ko. Other than that, is nakapasok talaga sa spam calls. So pag na-reflect 'yun sa sa register na spam call siya, hindi ko talaga tatanggapin. Kasi na-activate 'yun eh. You're actually giving them access to your information. Okay. And then, ang dami. So, phishing, careful. Malware, careful. So, again, very, very careful tayo. So,
uso na naman ang phishing kasi months na naman, diba?
Yes. So, I'm gonna give you some tips on how you're going to protect your privacy. First and foremost, know your rights. Visit yung yung Data Privacy Act 10173, yung provisions na kapaloob ng NPC, revisit our constitution. Okay? And then, if somebody, yung PIC or PIP, or anybody, any entity who is going to ask you your personal information, always ask why, how, at para kanino. Okay? Always know the purpose kung saan gagamitin yung personal information mo. Okay? And then, ito kadalasan na nalilimutan. Think twice, think thrice before you click, before you post. Be careful on what you share on social media. Marami talaga akong kakilala. Sad to say sorry mga professionals. I know that you are very, very elated, happy kayo kasi you have achieved this, at saka may certificate kayo. Okay, we're happy for you also. Pero wag niyong ibalandra yung certificate niyo sa social media, especially yung mga personal, yung mga information, hindi lang sa'yo, kundi yung mga tao na may-ari ng signature na nasa certificate. Kasi
nakakalimutan na takpan yung mga details.
Kaya nga, may mga kilala ko, pinipm ko talaga, alam ko, I'm happy for you, pero could you please, lagyan mo ng yung black. Erase mo.
Takpan man yung mga details.
Takpan nyo yung mga details na yun. Kasi, you're actually violating the DPA Act. Tsaka may inawal pa talaga, wala kayong, actually, I do have as a citizen kasi pina-practice natin yan. So, wag kang may pananagutan ka kasi. Pag yung tao na may-ari ng signature, usually yung president ng school, president ng organization, and all, pag na-breach yung niya, yung system niya, pag nakuha yung personal information just based on the information you freely flaunted sa social media, ay naku, patay ka. Okay, next, eto, especially yung December, malapit ang BER. Okay, naka-BER months na tayo, Mr. D, beware of scams. Huwag po kayong magpapadala sa mga promos. Okay? Think before you click. Yeah. And then protect yourself online. Know the do's and don'ts, yung mga etiquette online. Okay? Huwag basta-bastang click ng click dyan. Okay? And the next, to be aware of your mobile security. Now, when we are talking about security, as much as possible talaga, you do that multiple authentication. Pahirapan siya. For example, if you're going to use another device to access yung, for example, yung Gmail. Okay? Use the multiple authenticators para legit. Okay? And then, wag gumamit ng mga birth dates ninyo, yung age and all, yung madaling makuhang information ng hacker. At saka use yung legit na security software. Careful sa paggamit ng mga crack versions nito. Okay? Kasi yung ibang crack, may virus din. Okay? And then, don't leave your personal information lying around, especially sa social media po. Okay? Kahit yung mga IDs ninyo, wag na yung ano ba yun sa sa pang-COVID na mga IDs o yung mga certificates. Okay,
vaccination cards.
Vaccination cards. Be very careful on how you keep those. Okay, very importante po yun. Yung mga ID, mga licenses nyo, for example, yung mga bagong nakapasa sa board exams, congratulations to all. Pero wag nyo namang ibalandra sa social media ninyo ang mga IDs ninyo. Please lang, okay? Kahit yung i-erase nyo yung name ninyo, yung license number, yung birthday ninyo, okay? Don't, at saka always read. Always read. If you're going to visit mga websites, read yung privacy policies and collection notices. Very time-consuming. Okay, very time-consuming pero very important. Kasi nakapaloob dito kung ano yung gagawin ni PIP or PIC sa mga data information na ibibigay mo sa kanila. Pag clinic mo yung yes at hindi mo binasa at nagreklamo ka, ayun, ito yung pagbabasihan nila PIC at PIP. At saka pag na-disgrasya ka, nagreklamo, wala kang bala kasi nag-click ka, nag-sign ka nun eh. Okay? So take time to read. Okay? And I guess that will be all. Medyo lang magpas tayo ng time. Thank you so much, and I hope you have learned something tonight.
Yes.
And please, sa lahat mga nanood sa atin at nakinig, please, i-re-echo nyo to. Okay? Yes. Hindi to, sinishare ko to not because for me, sinishare ko to because I have the responsibility of doing so as a citizen of this country para mapalawak yung kaalaman natin patungkol dito, especially on the prevalence, on the use of social media. Kahit yung sa mga bata, yung sa mga anak natin. Okay? Because they don't know these things. If you are an educator, share this to your students and to the parents and to your colleagues as well. Okay? If you are in whatever industry, kahit sa construction site, kay karpentero ka, kay tindera ka, if you know all of this, please, i-observe mo to sa sarili mo at i-share mo to sa mga kakilala mo. This could give you the protection that you need in order for you to protect your privacy. Okay? And to have a very peaceful life At hindi tayo
Oo.
masumbong.
Hindi kasi tayo aware dyan, di ba? Tayong mga Filipinos, hindi tayo aware sa mga ganito. So, yung mga karapatan pala natin, nalalabag na siya, hindi pa natin alam. Di ba? So, kailangan talagang informative actually nitong at itong ating advocacy talk tonight. Okay, so Miss Sydney and Celeste, babasahin ko lang yung ilang mga dito
Go
Sabi
ahead,
ni
Miss Abby.
si Miu, hello.
Hello, Miu.
Sabi niya,
Michikai.
yes, ayan, di ba habang binabasa ko ito, may nagte-text dito sa akin money in bank. Mga di ba bang mga ganyan, mga scammer, di ba?
Yes.
And also kay Arnold Amper Magalona, shout out daw.
Hi, Sir Arnold. Thank
you.
you for watching.
And eto, ang comment naman ni Offie Cruz Espina, sabi niya, very nice lecture, very informative, totoo po. Thank you very much, ma'am. I've learned a lot. So, I hope yung ating mga Facebook Live viewers ay marami kayong natutunan about this. Kasi minsan hindi natin pinapansin pag sinabi ng data privacy, parang hindi sila interesado. Diba?
Yes,
So,
kasi
yeah.
parang technical, 'di ba? Kapag narinig agad yung data.
Yes, kasi kala nila pag data, ano yan, baka masyadong madugo, mga ganyan, numbers. So, hindi naman pala. So, ito yung ating mga rights na dapat alam natin as a private person, di ba? So, ayan, na-share niya yan. I hope na may nakuha tayo dito, may natutunan tayo. So, tandaan niyo yung Data Privacy Act. Diba?
And 173.
And 173. Kung halimbawang palagay nyo ay nalalabag na yung inyong karapatan, abay i-research nyo na. May nakikita ako na ganyan eh. Kunyari, di ba, merong rights na nalalabag. So, ang gagawin yung cellphone, igaganon na lang. Kasi ipapakita yung rights niya. So, di ba, may nakikita ka mga ganyan. So, ano pala siya talaga? In reality pala talaga siya. Totoo pala talaga. Diba? So, ayan, maging aware tayo.
Especially nowadays, that maraming tao na marunong nang gumamit ng especially yung online payment at saka yung sa grocery i-scan na lang at saka yung may ibang businesses na kasi na i-input mo pa yung mga details. It's very careful talaga. Huwag niyong ibalandra sa madla kung magkano yung laman ng ng e-wallet mo. Kasi nakapaloob doon yung mga details. Very careful po tayo doon. Okay?
Grabe, napaka-informative talaga nito, Miss Celeste. Marami kaming natutunan dito sa na-share mo. Imagine, di ba? Talagang overflowing yung mga information na na-share about Data Privacy Act, di ba? So, alamin natin yung ating mga karapatan, di ba? Para minsan hindi natin alam na inaabuso na pala. So, at least, ayan, itong episode na to, medyo kahit papaano, nabigyan ng kaalaman yung ating mga manonood. Okay, dahil dyan, Miss Celeste, Miss Sydney, pasok.
Charan, Miss Celeste. Ayan. Bibigyan din po namin kayo ng Certificate of Appreciation. And this is hereby awarded to you, Miss Celeste Sawamoto Actub, for being a resource person on the webinar session entitled Data Privacy in the Age of Internet and Big Data, initiated by the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative, particularly FOPSCO Academy, held on October 4, 2022, and signed by our chairperson, Ms. Rochapel Rivera de Ocampo, and our administrator, Sir Dennis Pagio.
Also known as the Boodle King.
Congratulations, Miss Celeste.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Academy,
so
FOPSCO
much.
community.
Yes, thank you so much, Miss Celeste, sa pag-share mo ng information about Data Privacy Act. Alam ko, maraming hindi nakakaalam ng mga karapatan ito. Pero ngayon, I hope na dito, through this webinar, medyo mamulat ang ating isipan about this. Okay? Thank you so much for this very informative webinar. And again, thank you so much to all our Facebook Live viewers. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And we hope to see you again next Tuesday. Okay, please don't forget to like our page, facebook.com/fopsco.ph, and national-based cooperative for Filipino online professionals. You may also find us in Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Guys, if you have some takeaways in tonight's show, please don't forget to share. Share. Alam niyo, napaka-importante nitong episode na to. So others can also learn. Huwag yung kakalimutan i-share. And of course, thank you so much to FOPSCO Media, our partner in giving you this wonderful show tonight. Okay? Celeste, baka meron ka pang parting words before we say goodnight to our Facebook Live viewers?
Please don't forget to follow us on FOPSCO Academy. First online professional service cooperative every Tuesday po. Advocacy talk, webinar series po. And then please do visit if you want to avail. If you want to leverage on the Piplings Digital Solutions services, just go and visit your Piplings Digital Solutions Facebook page, or you can directly message me at Piplings Digital. Nakalimutan ko. And then also, before anything else, please know your rights. Okay, know your rights and assert your rights.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Celeste, for that. Okay, to all our Facebook Live viewers, please join us again next week with another show with another special guest. Okay, for our FOPSCO family, let's keep
growing together.
Good night, everyone. See you again next Tuesday. Bye.